Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Red Earth Production Studios for another edition of Youth Baseball Midwest. We're doing the YBMcast today with Noah Marsh. He is joining us today with a player spotlight, and we're happy to have you on the show, Noah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So you're playing down in Springfield with the Midwest Mavericks as your summer team, correct?
Yes, sir.
What age group?
15, 16.
15, 16. So you're a 2023 grad, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where are you going to high school, buddy?
Kickapoo High School.
Kickapoo. I remember back in the day, my family, I still have family that lives over in Lebanon, Missouri. And I remember back in the day, Lebanon and it was kind of a rivalry, although it was a little one-sided, always, with Kickapoo being on the positive side. So, how's the baseball team, the high school baseball team, looking? And have you started tryouts yet?
We just started tryouts yesterday, and it's looking pretty good. Definitely having to compete to see who goes where as far as making a team. And it's definitely one of those things where it's not going to be like just easy and like whoever, like you're actually going to have to put some work in.
Kickapoo, they're usually pretty good, year in, year out, yes?
Oh yeah, we're usually pretty good.
Yeah. Have you been following the high school team the last couple of years? Where have they ended up in the state playoffs?
Kind of off and on. I haven't been too involved. It was because I try to keep up with like many sports, and I'm always super busy playing a lot of different things. So it's kind of hard to keep up with just like one sport with the school. But I know it's been kind of like postseason here and there. Kind of, I think last season kind of went on a little early, not looking what they were exactly wanting, but definitely making a decent playoff run every year.
Very good. So, being a sophomore, you think you're going to get any varsity look this year?
I'm definitely hoping to get some innings on the mound. As far as playing the outfield, I don't know. I'm definitely trying to. I've been putting a lot of work in with swings this off season, and I've got some plus speed. So I really hope to just bring to the table what I can. But a lot of the outfielders are upperclassmen or older, so I'm not exactly sure how that'll fit in. But as far as on the mound, I'm really hoping to get a couple innings here and there.
Very good. So, let's do that. What's your best position? Is it the mound or is it the outfield?
I think right now I'd definitely say I'm probably better on the mound, locating and mixing off speed and kind of have the whole package there.
Very good. What have you been to any events, perfect game or PBR?
I did perfect game a couple years back, and then last year I just really didn't have time with first year of high school and first year of high school soccer. Really didn't have much time to miss. So it's kind of been a struggle then. And then COVID happened. So I had no time at all last year to do any kind of things like that.
That's cool though. I love the multi-sport athlete. How do you, I mean, I'm sure you have guys and friends that you play with that are maybe focus on baseball or do the same. What do you think that helps you being a multi-sport athlete?
I definitely think it helps being more agile and kind of good on my feet. And I feel like it helps me a better overall athlete because I don't just use my arm all year or I don't just do certain things all year. I kind of incorporate my whole body into everything. And then I give my arm time off when needed. So I definitely feel like it helps recover from the long baseball season as well as just get my mind off the game and kind of help focus on something new and compete in something new.
Very good. So tell me, have you been? I'm sure you've probably know this. Just curiosity. Where are you topping out with your fastball?
So last fall, I topped 86
Very good.
last fall.
Very good. And what are you throwing with that fastball? Slider, curve?
I do fastball, changeup, slider, curveball, and then just this past off season, I kind of started working on a two seam.
Wow. Very good. Very good. How's that going? You enjoying that process?
Oh, it's definitely fun. It's I like kind of developing pitches and kind of seeing how they move, like with technology and stuff, so I can kind of almost engineer kind of a repertoire of like what I want to do here and there.
Wow. That I love that. That's awesome stuff. So when you talk about engineering, you're talking about then your approach on the mound, how you want to get guys out, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So what is kind of walk us through that a little bit, that process with what you're talking about there.
So usually, especially in the like in the off season, I'm trying to pen 2 times a week. One more of really working on where stuff will move, and one that's more like game like scenario where I'll throw 40, 50 pitches just to kind of keep the keep my arm in shape. But usually, what I'll do is I work on different counts and different scenarios depending on where people are in the lineup, and I really work on trying to pinpoint where I want a pitch to go. If it's a slider away or a curveball in or a changeup that backdoor somebody, really just trying to work on being able to locate pitches in different spots. So when it comes to a big moment, I can hit the spot without really having to worry about it. More of just muscle memory.
That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about this because you're coming into this place. Recruiting is going to be big, right? Are with the recruiting process, are you looking to play multiple sports in college, or are you just going to focus on one?
I definitely, if the opportunity is there, I would love to play multiple sports, but really my main focus just is pitching or playing the outfield, whatever I have the opportunity of. But if soccer is the opportunity, I definitely would love to do it because I have passion for that. But I focus on baseball and put most of my time in baseball.
Very good. So, what do you think of? Have you started into the recruiting process at all? Had any workings that way?
A little bit. I've had a couple schools kind of reach out and ask me to come to some where they can look at me more, kind of at like a little camp they have on campus. But other than that, we really haven't done too much since kind of just got into high school, and last year we had COVID, so they really could like as much as recruiting couldn't do much.
Yeah. So, and that's really changing the dynamics of it, correct? A lot of it. How much have you been doing more videos since a lot of that?
Yeah, a lot of things I've been invited to are just like kind of videoing yourself and sending it in, and then they'll give you feedback or kind of stuff like that.
Absolutely. So, do you have some schools that you're looking at you'd like to go to?
Um, as far as schools individually, not really. I just kind of want to go somewhere with like a good education and a good medical school, so I can, if baseball doesn't work out in the long run, I could be a doctor or something like that.
Wow. That's awesome, dude. I love to hear that stuff because I'm always the guy that's asking about academics. How are the grades? Because with baseball, especially, and I think I would imagine it is somewhat with soccer because they're not the major sports, they're major revenuing sports. Scholarships are tough to come by there, right?
Definitely in soccer. I mean, I've had some really talented kids I've played with that just got nothing really to show for it, and I kind of feel for them. But, and I know baseball, talking to many recruiting people, it definitely seems like you can't really, it's hard to come by a full ride scholarship. So
Yeah, it really
it's
is.
nice to take what you can.
So academics become a big part of, and that academic scholarships and things like that. So I would say, how are those grades, man?
Um, they're good. This year is definitely interesting with the whole kind of having to split school and 2 days a week home,
Yeah,
or like 3 days a week we're at home and we're at school 2 days a week, and it's kind of hard to balance. But the grades are definitely still good, and I definitely am very focused on my grades.
it's tough, isn't it? I hope you guys get back into the classroom real soon. I really do. I think that would be better for you. We're going to finish up here with a couple things. Um, you know, it's always let's talk a little fun. Midwest Mavs. What are you guys doing this summer? Where are you going?
Um, a couple big tournaments I have off the top of my head. We're going to Nashville and Dallas, and I believe we're playing in Fayetteville as well, which will all be really good for recruiting and also just trying to see some good competition.
Right, right. And I'm gonna ask this what last question here. Who's your favorite baseball player?
Definitely Trevor Bauer. I love I love the way he sees the game, and I love his almost. I like the way he plays it as well, and is just there to compete every day, even if it's not going for him.
Yeah. So how is that Dodger rotation now, right?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
How'd you like to have to face that? I've grown up a Dodger fan. I like the Cardinals. I root for the Cardinals, but I was born in Southern California, grew up a Dodger fan. And I mean, how do you do that with Kershaw and then Bueller and now Trevor Bauer in that, and David Price is still there, and you still have the young guys. It's unbelievable.
I know it's like literally at any point in the season, if someone's not there, they can just bump them to the bullpen and pick one of their three starters they have in the bullpen that could also win 10, 15 games.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's a good pick. I like Trevor Bauer. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'd like to see him go to the Cardinals. I think that would have been even better, right?
Oh, I would have loved that.
Absolutely. Well, Noah, thanks for joining us today, man. You are definitely got your head screwed on straight. Talking to you, good young man. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thanks. I enjoyed it just as much.
Outstanding. Good luck to you. Hey, folks, Noah Marsh, 2023 grad, Kickapoo High School, Midwest Mavericks, one to watch. We're going to be watching him as he moves up through the ranks here. Until next time, all you pitchers, keep throwing strikes. All you hitters, hit them where they ain't. Everybody have a great day in the Lord, and we'll see you next time.